What we know as Nigeria today have their own native games and contests. Modern sports in Nigeria began as a colonial import thanks to British schools, church missionaries, and an expatriate community. From colonial times, it was clear that the two major passions of Nigeria were athletics and football. Independence in 1960 brought stronger national institutions and an expanding talent pool, and so the nation began to compete consistently at the Commonwealth Games, African competitions, and the Olympic Games. Nigeria has participated in athletics for many decades, attending its first Olympic Games in 1952. By 2025, the nation had accumulated a rich history of athletic success, including winning its first ever Olympic gold medal in the women's long jump by Chioma Ajunwa in 1996.
Oh my goodness, it's 7:12. It's a new African and Commonwealth record for the Nigerian. That is going to be very, very tough to beat.
Athletics is the most successful sport in Nigeria, not football. Look at the Olympics. Athletics has won more gold than any sport. Football has only won one gold medal. Athletics won the first gold medal, 2nd of August 1996. The Dream Team won on the 3rd of August. Athletics has also won gold 4x4 in the Sydney Olympics. Athletics has won, out of about several events won, athletics has won more medal in the Olympic Games than football. If you take the Commonwealth Games, athletics has brought Nigeria more medals in the Commonwealth. If you take the South African Games, athletics has given us more medals than any sport. We started going to the Olympics in 1952 in Helsinki, Finland. But by 1996, Atlanta, by the 2nd of August 1996, we won our first gold. There are some European countries who have been going even before us, who have never won a gold. But in Nigeria, all we want is medal. And I'm happy that athletics has dominated the Olympic Games. The laurels won for Nigeria in athletics more than supersede any sport, football inclusive.
Football has also brought enormous glory to Nigeria. The first national football team were known as the UK Tourists, following their historic tour of the United Kingdom in 1949. Ever since, Nigerian national teams at every level have won many international laurels, from a record 5 under-17 World Cup titles to a historic Olympic men's gold medal to 3 Africa Cup of Nations titles to an unmatched 10 Africa Women's Cup of Nations crowns. Nigeria has made an indelible mark on world football. Individual Nigerian players are also celebrated worldwide.
We could and should have done better. Yeah, we've been to the World Cup about 6 times now, but we've not been beyond the second round. Some African countries have gotten to quarterfinals, and African countries have gotten to semi-finals. AFCON, we've won it 3 times, but I always like to, people who say we are a superpower in African football, I always like to burst their bubble by saying this. Ghana are 4-time champions. Ghana won their 4th title in 1982. We have not passed Ghana on 4. We are still on 3. So, and this is a tournament that takes place every 2 years. So it underlines the fact that maybe we get to semi-finals, we win bronze medals a lot of times, but for the potential that we have, 3-time African champions, while it's not bad, is definitely not good enough.
But while these successes in athletics and football are well documented and celebrated, the general consensus is it could and should have been much better over the last 65 years. Stadiums, training centers, and domestic league infrastructure have fallen way below global standards. The talent development pipeline often depends on athletes migrating to Europe or the United States of America for development. Nigerian politics, federation disputes, and inconsistent funding cycles continue to harm long-term programs such as investment in youth academies, coaching, and sports science. Boycotts, withdrawals, and politicized decisions have cost athletes international seasons and momentum, forcing some of them to switch nationalities. Frequent leadership fights, politicization of sports bodies, and corruption have disrupted programs and coaching continuity. Added to all this is an inconsistent ability to attract the best talent from the diaspora. In 65 years of nationhood, Nigeria has undoubtedly made an indelible mark globally in sports. But the truth is, we have fallen short of the